Hello everyone. In this video I'll be telling more of Cass's story and helping out the Brotherhood with Veronica. I've heard that my videos have been jumping around a bit too quickly, so I'll try to stick to a couple of characters and their plots for each update. Now that I've recruited Cass, to earn her trust she needs to see me do some actions that earn good karma, and in this game the best way to get karma is to kill bad people. So I'm gonna go battle the Powder Gang at the NCR Correction Facility. I gave Cass a service rifle, and I have my sawn-off shotgun. With the shotgun surgeon perk and living anatomy, I can see whether an enemy's damage threshold is enough to resist the armor-piercing shotgun pellets. Shotguns are great weapons, except almost completely ineffective against heavily armored targets, so living anatomy lets me know when it won't be useful for a fight. But no one in the Powder Gangers' fortress has enough endurance to withstand my blasts. So we win the fight easily, and the good karma means that I've earned Cassidy's trust.
Well, now that I'm free of the outpost, was wondering if you'd mind making a detour. I'd like to pay my respects to the end of Cassidy caravans. Check out the site where they died.
Where was your caravan hit?
Upside of Vegas, hear tell?
The three of us are going to Vegas to find the destroyed caravan. We'll stop at the Crimson Caravan Company first to let McLafferty know that I bought out Cass's contract and fired Henry Jameson. The experience from that will level me up, and I'm going to put points into Lockpick, which I know is going to be important soon. Then, with Cassidy, we go to the site where her caravan was destroyed and burned to ash.
God, there's almost nothing left. Looks like whoever it was just in the mood for killing. Most of the cargo's ash, too. Not burned, looks like disintegrated. When I heard the reports, I assumed ash meant burned.
She tells me about another caravan that was hit in a similar attack.
Alright then, let's move out.
On the way there, I load my rifle with hollow points. The best round against any enemy with a damage threshold of 20 or less. I know, as Cass warned, that at the site I'll encounter some cazadors, one of the wasteland's deadliest creatures. With a sneak attack from a long distance, I'm able to kill them, and we approach the massacred caravan.
This is Brotherhood-level murder here. But they don't do things like that. This was done with a purpose.
We find some Van Graff thugs at the site of a third massacre.
That does it. That's all I need to know. Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs. They were behind burning these caravans, and they've got to answer for them. I'm gonna get some extra ammo, a few bottles of whiskey, and then show them how Cassidy's settle accounts.
There's another way. We can get evidence and let the NCR take them down.
NCR? Are you out of your fucking mind? That'd take years. And with the war with the Legion, no way they're gonna waste time running up the Crimson Caravan or the Van Graffs.
This damage would last longer, and it would hurt them back west, too.
Alright. If you poke around the Van Graffs and Alice, fine.
I tell Cass to wait at the Lucky 38 because I'm not able to gather evidence against the weapons dealers yet. I'm going to explore the strip a little bit.
Download complete. Begin recording. Navarro Outpost Scientist, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several data banks of information on this machine.
My conversation sets off a second audio log from Eddie, who thinks he's being held by scientists and contains advanced technological information. I can't make use of this information, but groups like the Brotherhood or the Followers of the Apocalypse might. I go with Eddie to track the second missing Brotherhood patrol at the edge of Nellis Air Force Base.
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in Boomer territory.
George gives confusing and not terribly helpful instructions to try to survive the artillery barrage the Boomers use to greet all their visitors. Instead, I take a combat drug called Turbo, which makes the world appear in slow motion, and run through the bombardment at super speed.
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit.
The Boomers agree not to try to blow me up anymore, and I can safely find the dead Brotherhood of Steel member and retrieve their power armor and holotape. Then I'll go find Veronica again and ask her to join me as we look for the third patrol.
Let's go make trouble.
The next Brotherhood patrol is at the Repcon office, a pre-war company that made robots and had lucrative contracts with the military. Here's where I made a mistake and forgot to clip it. I entered the site at night, which triggers a security alert, and massive robot attacks. With my special shotgun shells designed to fight robots, me and Veronica are able to make our way through the facility, defeating the sentry bots along the way, and picking blocks wherever we need to. My Stay Back perk is even capable of knocking sentry bots unconscious. On the second floor, I am able to hack a computer terminal and add my face to the company's employee database, which means the security robots will no longer recognize me as a threat. I head up to the third floor.
Third floor access is for executives only. Please identify.
Ice cream!
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
My high luck score gets me through that part of the facility, and I find the final Brotherhood patrol member and retrieve his equipment. I get attacked by one more robot on the way out of the facility, and then we go to Hidden Valley to meet with the Brotherhood leader again.
What is this? Veronica brings an outsider into our home, then has a private audience with the Elder? The two of you may have the Elder fooled, but we know better. Veronica has always twisted the Founder's principles to her own ends. We will not stand idly by and allow her to corrupt our Elder's thinking.
Some paladins dislike Veronica's radical idea of helping people.
Sorry about that. Just because I love them doesn't mean some of them aren't assholes.
I bring the holotapes to Elder McNamara.
When the patrols failed to return, we assumed the worst, and sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports.
He gives permission for us to buy equipment from the Brotherhood of Steel. And that means I can buy a riot shotgun, a great weapon that I'm going to rely on for much of the game. It has a 12-round magazine, which means, unlike the sawed-off shotgun, I can shoot it repeatedly. And I go near NCR Correctional Facility to find the first scout.
What do you want? And don't try anything funny.
Elder McNamara sent me. Are the bears still hunting?
You speak truly, for it is unlikely that an outsider would know both the Elder's name and that passphrase. Why has the NCR not retaken this place?
The second scout is near the town of Nipton, which has been destroyed by the Legion. But before I find the scout, I'm going to test out my new shotgun. It knocks enemies unconscious, and it deals a huge amount of damage. 100 damage per shot if every shell hits the target, and a 90% chance of knocking the target out on a direct hit. I feel bad because in real life I'm vegan, but shooting all these animals is just such a great way to get XP points. I find the second Brotherhood scout on a hill overlooking the burned and crucified town of Nipton. I ask him if the bears are hunting.
My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so far west is nearly unthinkable.
The final scout is east of Novak, looking at the stalemated siege between the NCR and the Legion in the town of Nelson. After a long trek through the desert, I reach him and ask if the bears are still hunting.
I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win, but that has not happened.
Me and Veronica return to Hidden Valley and bring the reports to the Brotherhood Elder.
Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading this right, it appears that the NCR's grip on this region is nowhere near as firm as I thought.
The Elder has another job for me to do as an outsider. He wants me to travel to various vaults in the region and look for spare parts to repair the bunker's air filters. I talked to Senior Knight Lorenzo to get the details.
So now I'm going to have your death on my conscience too? Great.
In my next video, I'll take the dangerous journey into the vaults and find the spare parts and some advanced technology for Veronica to show the Brotherhood the value of the outside world. I'll also help tell the end of Cass's story.
See you around.